Hi guys, it's me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA. I just got out of the shower and I got mineral oil on my face, so it probably looks a little shiny, but that's okay. It's 6:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know when this video will be posted, probably sometime tomorrow. It's May the 11th, 2017, according to my new calendar I got. And anyway, I'm getting ready, as most of you probably know. Some of you new viewers probably don't. But I'm getting ready to go camping in a truck, a pickup truck with a camper top or topper on it. And I thought that I would give you a heads up on the trail that led me to where I am today. You know, this is an RV I live in. I live in a travel trailer. I've full-time RV'd for over 20 years. Gone camping in a Toyota Prius for 5 years approximately, and now I'm going to the camper top on a pickup and going camping. So, you know, if you go back, if I turn the pages back, you know, fan to the front of the book, you know, years ago, I won't give you the, you know, back in the late 80s and whenever, you know, I had a big home, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, and I'd lived in nice homes, and I'd built nice homes. I built 4 new homes, and yeah, it was great. And you know, leaving the bricks and mortar or whatever you want to call it and going to an RV, was it a tough transition? No, it wasn't for me, because it was just me. You know, I'd gotten my last divorce in 1987, and so, you know, in the 90s I was pretty well cured of that habit. And so living in a travel trailer actually was peace of mind for me, kind of harmony, so to speak, because I didn't have a lot of wasted space and I didn't have a lot of large bills. And I was able to live very comfortably without a lot of, quote, financial effort. In other words, I didn't have to work 60 hours or 80 hours a week to survive anymore, and that was great. And then, here in the past, several years, of course, I've got a home base here in Central Texas where I've got this RV parked. It's got a cover and a deck and all that stuff. It's really just a nice home base. But several, you know, when I got the home base, you know, I was winding down on pulling a travel trailer because it's not easy. I mean, for me, I was getting older, of course. I'm 71. And I was getting a little older, and I really didn't want to fool with a hookup, disconnect, all that stuff, you know, putting the jacks down and all that. I just was getting a little burned out on pulling a travel trailer down the highway. You know, when I was 40 years old or whatever it was, 45, it was all right. I didn't even think anything about it because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. But then, from the travel trailer, having been on the road for a number of years, I got to looking at options. You know, what else could I do? Well, because I had this RV parked and it was a home base, I bought me a Toyota Prius. Well, when I bought the Toyota Prius, I had no plan to actually go camping in it or try living in it for months at a time. But I watched a video of a girl. Actually, I met a girl when I was traveling out in Washington State. This was before I bought the Prius even. It was in the West, and she was in a Toyota Prius. Well, anyway, that all came together. When I got my Prius, I thought, well, you know, I might try what she did. And so I checked out some videos. There really wasn't much available at that time about camping in a Prius or a car. Wasn't really popular. So I kind of did it on my own. The first time I went was for a month almost, and it wasn't very much fun. It was okay. I mean, I got good gas mileage, and it was very flexible. Just punch a little blue button on the Prius, the starter, and go. So, and you didn't have to hook up, unhook. I really enjoyed it. I got really addicted to it. So after some modifications, I did it for a period of about 5 years, and it's okay. And then about, I guess it was a year ago, approximately, I was camping in the Prius, and I was thinking, you know, what can I do to make this more enjoyable? And the common denominator was more space. And that was because I'm 6'2" approximately, and 71, and so take 6'66" back then. It was okay. It was tolerable, and there were moments of greatness or whatever you want to call it. But I was looking to the future. What am I going to do as I get older? How is this going to work? And getting in and out of the Prius because it's so low to the ground became not a big issue, but I was aware of it. Okay, in other words, you have to really get up and get in same way. So I thought I would find a vehicle with higher ground clearance that I might be able to go camping in. And so I decided after some deliberation to buy a pickup truck. I bought me a brand new Dodge Ram 2017, and I was going to go camping in it without a camper top. That was my original plan, just to get me some kind of a tent kind of thing that covered the bed and go that way. And I did. I tried it. I bought a little thing, a tent-like thing to shade, or whatever you want to call it, to cover the bed of the truck. I put in a cot and slept in it, and it just didn't turn me on a whole lot. You know what I mean? Because there you are, you're totally exposed. I mean, it's not like you couldn't camp in a Walmart parking lot like that. And so you're just totally exposed. You might as well, just be standing out in the street. So I didn't like that a whole lot. So I thought, and of course a lot of viewers had said, well, why don't you get you a camper top? Why don't you get you a camper top? And of course, me being the hard-headed guy I had set in my mind that I was not going to get a camper top because I just didn't want one. And I had to eat a little crow, and I still pick feathers out of my mouth every now and then, because after some cogitation, thinking, I came to the conclusion that a camper top might work. And so I started looking at camper tops. Well, they've got the camper tops that are flush with the top of the cab of the pickup, and they look nice, but they don't give you a lot of space inside. But they also make one, Lear makes one, Lear camper tops makes one that is not exactly level with the bed. It comes up about 5 inches, and it really looks attractive on your vehicle. And that was another concern. I didn't want to just, I don't know, is that ego? I'm sure it is. But so I did. I decided to order that Lear 180, model 180, and put it on my vehicle, and I did. And now I've got it on there. I've had it on there for a few days, and I've got a cot in there, and I've got my toilet that rigged up in there, and I've got some shower curtain rods down each side where I can hang clothes and stuff. And I have to tell you that transitioning from the travel trailer to the Prius and then to the camper top was really a smooth transition, because what I learned pulling the travel trailer enabled me to know kind of what goes on camping or RVing, so to speak, and then moving or transitioning to the Prius, which was a pretty big move for camping in a small spot, enabled me to move to the camper top and feel like I just moved into a palace, because everything is relative. You understand? In other words, if you live in a 10-bedroom, 5-bath home on 1,000 acres of land, any confinement, you'll go nuts. But if you live in a travel trailer and go to a Prius, you feel it. I mean, you notice the significant change. You don't have a toilet, you don't have a shower, you don't have running water, you don't have anything, So there you are. And so I did that, and I've done that for 5 years. Now, I still won't have running water. I still don't have a flush toilet, but I have a toilet. And I also have some other amenities that, I've got lighting and so forth, and a fan, a battery operated fan. So it's kind of been a little, I went from the house, if you want to say that, up here to a travel trailer, and then to a Prius, and now I've kind of leveled off, if that curve goes that way. I mean, in my opinion, it kind of goes the other way. You go from the house to the travel trailer, to the Prius, and then whoa, you're up here with a camper top. So I really am contented. But it's again, I'm single. I don't have a dog. I don't have pets. I don't have children. So it's just for me. For other people, it would be totally different. I know that, and everybody views things from their own perspective, and that's the way life is. And for me to say that my way is the best way is wrong. It's the best way for me, maybe not the best way for you. And should you try to follow my path, well, that's your choice. I don't make choices for other people, nor do they make choices for me. A lot of people try, but unfortunately, I've been through that part of my life, and I survived quite well by making my own choices. Sometimes I have to eat crow, like, not saying I'm not going to get a camper top, but, I don't mind eating a little crow. Sometimes it tastes pretty good. Put a little ketchup on it. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that, because we're going camping or I'm going camping, and you're going to go with me in a camper top. And for how long, I don't know. I mean, and that's I have no commitment to, I have no timetable, and I really have no direction other than a general direction. I want to go where it's high desert, dry, cool, and I don't want to run into rainstorms, because a camper top will leak, period. All right. I mean, I put the tailgate sealer on, and I've done some other things. But in a driving rainstorm, it's going to leak. But the thing you do for that, in my opinion, and I've done it in my RV, my travel trailer years ago. I mean, I had roof leaks. God damn, so frustrating. So what I would do is, when I parked the RV, knowing that the leaks were coming from one side of the travel trailer, what I would do is I would tilt it, because rather than have the water run down and run inside, I would let it just run out. Water does not run uphill. So what I will do in the camper top, if it looks like I'm going to get caught in a thunderstorm while I'm camping and I see it coming, then I will use my little ramps that I've bought to level the vehicle, to raise it in the front, so that when it does pour, that the water goes out. All right? That it doesn't accumulate in the bed of the truck. Just pure common sense. But having said all that, I just wanted to give you a heads up. And tomorrow is Friday, the 12th, getting close. And so I'm getting everything put together. You would talk about polishing the diamond or polishing an idea to get it perfected. You never really get it perfected, but you get closer and closer. You eliminate the things that don't work, and you add the things that do work. And there are some things I've thought about adding, like little battery operated lights and little touch lights and all kind of crap. I'm not going to do any of that because I may do it, or adding solar and different things. I may do all that at some point if all this works. I can add ingredients, because you bake a cake that tastes good, you've got to add the right ingredients, and then it will taste perfect. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just baking a cake, polishing a diamond. So anyway, I've talked forever. But I just wanted to get this out. This is therapy for me. So anyway, guys, thumbs up from Central Texas, USA. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day will not hurt you. Actually, you'll feel better. And you can lose weight drinking water, believe it or not, because it makes you feel full and you don't snack. And take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Deep. And hold it, and then breathe out through your mouth several times a day, if you think about it, because what that does is that relieves stress, which lowers your blood pressure, which makes you live longer, because your little heart pump doesn't have to work so hard. And do some stretches, do whatever you got to do, swing your arms, and take a walk, keep your health, because folks, without your health, as particularly you older guys know, now you young guys think you're bulletproof, but start taking care of your health now, because bad health is an accumulation of bad habits. And so you got to start making right choices, develop good habits, and become a slave to good habits. But anyway, thumbs up again, guys. Adios. Bye-bye. Both teeth. I got 3 teeth, actually. 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom.
Bye.